I just found out about the Fit for TV, the reality of The Biggest Loser.
Yeah.
Like, that's how a lot of people were introduced to you, was
Yeah, absolutely.
what you did on that show, which is incredible, right? So remind everybody real quick where you went in and where you left on The Biggest Loser.
Yeah, so that year I was over 500 pounds, and I went to the hospital and found out I had a bad infection in my leg, was in danger of losing my leg. Found out I was diabetic, my liver was messing up, my kidneys were messing up, all these things. Now I thought I was invincible because I was Big Vinny, and I was on the road with Toby Keith. I was living my dream, had a hot girl, like all these things. I was like, I was the man, and I was 426 when I started the show, and I lost all the way down to 242. Completely saved my life. Changed my life, gave me an opportunity. So when this documentary was coming out, I was like, okay, this would be cool. It's something kind of about the show. Mm-hmm. And then I already saw that it was going to be a hit piece. I think they interviewed 7 total people out of 380 contestants. And most of the ones that they interviewed had either a negative experience or are in a negative part of life now.
Yeah.
Now, Danny, the guy that was on there, is a good friend of mine. He's honest. He just says, hey, I did everything I had to do to lose all the weight so I could win. He was the biggest loser of all time. Lost like 52% of his body weight while on the show. Affected his metabolism really bad, but he talks about it. He was like, I did a master cleanse. I did, starved myself eating 800 calories a day. I did all these things. Well, when you go on the show, they give you a number. This is your number you need to eat minimum every day. Mine was 2,400 calories. I think a lot of these guys, when they decide to do it, they're just listening to a guy or a girl that they think knows everything. Whereas for me, I was being told, hey, you need to eat all this food because you need to keep your muscle mass. Well, I gained, and which I know there'll be a lot of experts out there that say you can't gain muscle while in a caloric deficit. I gained 11 pounds of new lean muscle mass while I was on that show, and losing 184 pounds, I think, on the show, and 258 pounds throughout that entire year.